The Thibodeau Renaissance, rebuilding the Knicks foundation. Tom Thibodeau arrived in New York in 2020. The Knicks needed a change, they needed a new direction. Thibodeau brought that. He was known for his tough coaching style. He demanded hard work and discipline from his players every single day. This was a significant shift for the franchise. The team had struggled for many years before his arrival. Fans were desperate for a team that competed hard nightly. Thibodeau promised to deliver just that, and he began to reshape the team's identity almost immediately, focusing on the core principles of his coaching philosophy. One of his first major impacts was restoring the Knicks' defensive identity. For too long, the team had been easy to score against. Thibodeau changed that culture quickly. He implemented his defensive schemes effectively. Players bought into his system. The results were clear on the court. The Knicks became a tough team to play against. They fought for every possession. This newfound defensive prowess was a hallmark of his early tenure. It directly led to more wins, and a renewed sense of pride for the organization and its loyal fan base. His efforts did not go unnoticed by the league. In his very first season, the 2020-2021 campaign, Thibodeau won his second NBA Coach of the Year award. This was a testament to the remarkable turnaround he orchestrated. The Knicks made the playoffs that year, a significant achievement. He instilled a belief in the players. They started to expect to win. This was a major psychological hurdle cleared. The team was no longer content with just being competitive. They aimed for victories and playoff berths, a standard he consistently reinforced. Thibodeau laid a strong foundation for sustained competitiveness. He changed how people viewed the New York Knicks. They were no longer a perennial lottery team. Instead, they became a respected opponent in the Eastern Conference. He brought stability to a coaching position that had seen frequent changes. His presence signaled a commitment to building something lasting. The culture he crafted was one of resilience and focus. This culture would become crucial for the team's future successes, even beyond his direct leadership on the sidelines each game. Under Tom Thibodeau's guidance, the Knicks became a regular fixture in the NBA playoffs. They made the postseason in 4 out of his 5 seasons. This was a remarkable period of consistency for the franchise. Before Thibodeau, the Knicks had only managed 1 playoff series win from 2001 to 2020. He changed that narrative entirely. The team was no longer just happy to make the playoffs. They started to win series and advance. This marked a significant improvement and a return to relevance for the storied New York team. The 2024 to 2025 season was particularly special. Thibodeau led the Knicks to over 50 wins. This was part of a stretch where the team achieved 50-plus wins in consecutive seasons. That hadn't happened for the Knicks since the 1990s. A major highlight of that playoff run was defeating the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. This was a huge upset. It showed how far the team had come under his leadership. The victory over a powerhouse like Boston sent a clear message to the rest of the league about the Knicks' capabilities. That incredible playoff journey in 2024 to 2025 culminated in the Knicks reaching the Eastern Conference Finals. This was the first time the team had advanced that far in 25 years since the year 2000. The city was electric, fans were ecstatic. It was a moment many had waited a long time to see. While they ultimately lost to the Indiana Pacers in a hard-fought 6-game series, the achievement was undeniable. Reaching the conference finals was a massive step forward for the organization, validating the progress made. During his tenure, the Knicks secured other important playoff victories. They had wins against teams like the Detroit Pistons. His overall postseason record with the Knicks was 24-23. This showed they were competitive in the playoffs. Thibodeau knew how to prepare his team for the intensity of postseason basketball. He demanded maximum effort and execution. His strategic approach in these high-stakes games was often a critical factor. He proved he could guide a team through the challenges of the NBA playoffs and achieve significant milestones. Despite the team's success, Knicks president Leon Rose announced Thibodeau's departure. This news came after the Knicks' 2024 to 2025 playoff exit. Rose stated the organization was focused on winning a championship. He said they decided to move in another direction. This decision surprised many fans and analysts. Thibodeau had just led the team to the Eastern Conference Finals. The ultimate goal, an NBA Finals appearance, remained elusive. This was cited as the reason for the change, a high bar for any coach. The timing of the firing was particularly noteworthy. His job was reportedly in jeopardy at the start of the 2024 to 2025 playoffs. However, those rumors seemed to cool after the impressive series win against the Boston Celtics. The dismissal still came as a shock to some. Leading a team to its best performance in a quarter-century usually ensures job security, but the Knicks front office had a different vision for the future. They believed a new voice was needed to take the team to the absolute pinnacle of the NBA, a championship parade. There are significant financial implications to Thibodeau's departure. The Knicks are obligated to pay him a substantial amount. This is part of his contract extension, which was meant to run through the 2027 to 2028 season. The payment is essentially a buyout, reported to be around $30 million. This commitment reflects the long-term deal he had signed. It's a considerable sum for the organization to absorb. This financial aspect adds another layer to the decision, highlighting the cost of moving on from a successful coach. Interestingly, Thibodeau became only the second head coach in NBA history to be fired by two different teams immediately following 50-win seasons. He was previously let go by the Chicago Bulls after a 51-31 season in 2014 to 2015. The Knicks had a 51-win season in 2024 to 2025. This unusual pattern speaks to the high expectations and perhaps the demanding nature of his coaching style. Player reactions were also notable. Knicks forward Josh Hart posted on X, "Forever grateful, thank you," indicating the respect some players had for their former coach. Tom Thibodeau leaves behind a significant legacy in New York. He was instrumental in crafting a culture of resilience and focus. The team became known for its toughness and defensive mindset. He is the fourth all-time winningest coach for the Knicks with 226 regular season wins. He trails only legends like Jeff Van Gundy, Joe Lapchick, and Red Holtzman. This places him in esteemed company within the franchise's history. His impact on the team's work ethic and competitive spirit will be remembered for a long time by the faithful. However, Thibodeau's old-school coaching style also drew some criticism. Some observers pointed to his limited use of the bench. In the 2024 to 2025 season, the Knicks bench averaged the fewest minutes and points in the league. There were also discussions about whether he fully maximized the talents of all players, such as Karl Anthony Towns. These critiques often accompany coaches with strong, defined systems. While his methods produced results, they also sparked debate about their sustainability and flexibility in the modern NBA landscape. The Knicks now find themselves at a crossroads. They have a talented roster featuring stars like Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. The search for a new head coach is underway. The organization needs someone capable of leading this group to a championship. Several names have been mentioned as potential replacements. These include experienced coaches like Michael Malone and Mike Budenholzer, among others. The next hire will be crucial in determining if the Knicks can build upon the foundation Thibodeau established. Despite the change, there is an optimistic view of the Knicks' future. Thibodeau elevated the team's standards and expectations. He brought them back to relevance in the NBA. The foundation he built is strong. The challenge for the next coach will be to take that next difficult step, reaching and winning the NBA Finals. The fans are eager for a championship. The groundwork laid during the Thibodeau era provides a solid platform for future growth and hopefully the ultimate success the city craves.